So guys, today we will learn about how we can build authentication for and using the Node.js and Express.js, where you can generate the JWT token securely and protecting the routers while flowing the data through the routers to the front end to the back end. So we need to install some of the package for the backend. First we will do backend, then we will move to the front end. Okay. Uh, what we will do here, we will create one file here, mkdir, make directory, and we'll name it as backend. Okay. Clear. Oh my god, clear cd, and we will go to the backend here. In that, we need to install some of the folders. We need to make some of the folders like configs for the configuration, and another is controllers. Next, middlewares. Okay, middleware is good. Next, middlewares. Next, routers. Okay, and one main file like server.js, server.js. Okay, and we will make one .env file here. .env file. Okay, these are the things, and one more folder called models. Okay. Now we need to initialize the npm in this folder, in this backend directory, like npm init -y. It's installed successfully. You can see the package, or we need express here now. Npm install express. We need Mongoose also, and Nodemon for server restarting, and Nodemon. Let's install 3. If you want, if you required, then we can install while coding. Okay, these things are installed now. Now set up the Nodemon here in the server.package.json. Here it is, nodemon.server.js. Okay, let's close this, and we will make db.js file here, db.js. In the port, we'll add localhost to localhost port like 8000. We will run the server on the 8000, and we need a MongoDB URI here to make connection between the server and the Mongoose. Okay, we will go to the env file, and we will make another variable called MongoDB URL or URI. Can name it anything. Let's connect the localhost Mongo. If you want, you can download. You can use the Atlas, MongoDB Atlas. There you can generate the string using your username and password. Then use it as your requirements. I will use localhost at MongoDB string. This one. Let's copy this. Control C. Maybe this one. Give the database name here. Make it like authDB. We are learning auth, so make it authDB. And delete these things. Milestone, profile, middleware, modelware 3. These are not needed. I will drop this testing DB. These are created while I am learning the database. So I removed the successfully. Now we will implement like starting the server. First we need express. Take the express const require is equal to express and const app dot, we initializing the express in the app, and we need to define the port to run the server. Const port, we will take from the .env file. To access that port, we need to write process.env dot port dot port. Okay, it should be dot. If it is not available, then it should run on the 5000 port. It is optional. Then we need to configure the connection here. Const mongos require mongos here, and const we need to make connection, so let's make one arrow function here. Data base connection, we will pass URI as a parameter, not we will make arrow function. Okay, but it's not arrow function look like this. Let's make async function arrow, async arrow function. Async arrow function, we will pass as URL as a parameter. Okay, next let's handle try catch exceptions. If it is error there, console.error, then return error and throw the error. Throw error. If it is not, then await.mongos.connect. Connect, we will pass that URL. Okay, we can now console it, console.log. Database is connected. Successfully. And if you want make like database failed to connect, we can write message here also. Database, if it is other, database is failed to connect. Okay, now we can pass error here. Then we can export this function model.exports database connection. Okay, let's use this in our project in our server main.file. Express, we need to install some of the codes to handle the accept the JSON data from the front end. Okay, next install npm install npm I, we need to install course. Okay, let's insert course clear. We need to add here. Before that, we need to install .env file also. cd npm I .env. Okay, clear it. Let's require it. Config file require hyphen dot .env .config. Okay, const, we will take from the same name as this variable name. Okay, now we will access through process.env file .env, this one. Next okay, we have express also initialized. We need to add some of the middleware for to access the JSON format data. App.use express.json. Okay, and for the core, require it first. Const course is equal to require course. Okay, now we have course also. Now we can add the uh, app.use and course. Okay. And next uh, we need to make arrow function that actually start the server connection. Okay, we will make like start server or server connection, whatever you want. Server connection. We will make async arrow function here. We will pass parameter nothing, and we will handle the try catch. If it is error, just console dot error. We will console the error in the terminal, and we will process dot exit. It's a bad exit. If it is exit, it is automatically exit. Database will not be connected. Okay, next we can use like database connection. We will pass this URI and app dot. We will listen the port. We will pass port, and we will add the callback function port to know the server connected to database or not. Server is started or not. Just console dot log. We will add this, and we can say that server is running at http again local host, and we can add dollar one can edit the port value. Okay, next we can call that server connection function. So for to check it is app dot get, we like health to check it is working or not. We will add the request and response. We will send the response here, so don't need request. Make it like this: response dot status 200. 200 means server is okay. JSON, and we will pass the success is equal to true or JSON, or we can pass message here. Message like server is ping pong, or you can make server is perfectly healthy. Perfectly healthy. Okay, this is optional. Thus, to check the server health. If it is crash, server will not be respond this status code with these JSON messages. Or what I need to do? Everything is done. Let's start the server. npm start. Okay. Oh, what is wrong? We need to make database connected. Database connect should be okay. We need to make like await. So first we need to connect the database, then server. Okay. Now crash the server. Then if you start the server, await dot. What happened here? So we did not use await here. We added like this. Mongoose dot connect. Process dot exit. If it is error is there. through it. Database connected successfully. Everything is fine now. If you go to here, what happened here? We try to awaiting that database connection. Then we are starting the server. Okay, it's working fine now. Let's start one more time. npm run, npm start. Okay, now we can see that database is connected first, then server is started. So that before starting the server, we need to start database so that database, if it is server is first started, then database is not started, then the not use of server. So we are starting first database, then server. Okay, let check in the browser. Is it healthy or not? Open up the browser. Okay, go to here this port. Okay, we will add here. We created get router like health. As you can see, the server is fine, perfectly fine. Okay, instead of using this, we will use Postman. Let's open up the Postman. Let's make new collection here, HTTP collection, and make it learning auth. Learning. I mean, not this one. We need to make this collection first, blank collection. Let's make it as learning auth. Remove these all. Okay, we will create one HTTP request that will be a get and 8000 port. We will check health. Okay, we did not get that one. Health. What happened here? This is one. Health. It should be get. Okay. As you can see, the server is working fine. Then we can save it in the learning auth. Okay. Next, we will need to create a model for the uh, authentication to authenticate the user. Let's create the authenticate model here. So auth dot controller dot js. Not controller, we need to create like, we name it. We create model first. Models.js. Okay. Let's go close all of these. Open up this one. We need to create model here using the Mongoose. Const Mongoose require is equal to we need to require the Mongoose here first. Require. What happened here? Require. Okay, we will require the Mongoose here. Then const what we need to do, we first create the schema first, like auth schema, auth schema, like require, not we need to create schema. So mongoose dot schema, in that we will write the schema blueprint, like name, it should be type ring, and this will be required is equal to true. Okay, then we will create the email also. Email, then email should be unique. Dot unique is equal to true. Okay, next we need to create password here. Password. Okay, we can now create the model here, so that we can use the blueprint of auth schema. Like, we can create user like this, and using the use new keyword here, or mongoose dot model. There is a model. You can pass the collection name here. First user, then we need to pass the schema here. We will use the auth schema and export it. Model dot exports user. Okay, then we need to create routers here. Auth dot routers routers.js. Okay, const, we need express to make routers. Express is equal to require express. Okay, const. So we will name it as const as auth router now. Auth router is equal to we will use the express dot router function here to make custom routers here. So now we can use like auth router dot and method, and we can make a routing path like register to user to register, and we can pass the controller function here. Let's make the controller auth dot controller dot js. Okay, let's make const. We need to register, so we need to make first const register, and it should be async arrow function, and we'll pass request and response. Okay, now just return response dot status will be 200 dot json. Okay, let's make success is equal to true, and or else we can make just send the static text, send as hello from the register router. Okay, similarly we will make login router here, and this will be hello from the login router. Okay, now we can pass this function here, register, not register, it is not imported at register. Okay, we need to import that const. Okay, we did not exported those controllers. First need to export it. Model dot exports register and login, and now we can call the function here. like register from the controller, and similarly for the login, change the name as login. Okay, we'll pass here login and export it. Wait, module dot exports. We need only one function, so we can pass like that, auth router. Now we can use this in the server here. You can use here app dot use, and we will make like router here slash dot API. Then we can call the auth router here. Okay. Now we will make another request here. It should be okay. Let's make it as get. So which method is used here in the router? So we are used post. So let's make it as post and dot slash API slash register. Okay. Okay, what happened here? It did not. Okay, it should be a post method. Okay, we can see that hello from the register. Let's save it in the learning auth. Save. Okay, we will create for the another router for the login. We will cancel first, check it. Okay, hello from the login and save it in this one. So routers are working fine. Next, we need to create controller logic here. Let's create the login function here. Let's try catch. If it is error, then console dot log dot log pass the error here, or we can return the response here. Return the response dot status will be 500 dot JSON, and success is equal to false, and message will we can pass anything like internal server error, internal server error. Okay, next we can implement like what are the things we will going to request. The user will request like while login name and email and password. This thing will be entered by the user, and we created a schema for that also. This thing comes from the request.body. Okay, let's take it request.body. Okay, next we will check like if not equal to name or not equal to email or not equal to password, then we will return a response dot status 400 409, that is all fields required, blank data. If it is blank data, then we will make success is equal to false, and message will be all fields are required. All fields are fields are fields are required. Okay, and we will check also if it is email already exists in the model, then we can't log in the user once again with the same email. If it already registered, then we should check the email it is existing in the database or not. we will check like const existing user from the model. So we have created model like await which one, auth model. I think auth model is there, or we created user model. So here it is, and we can pass like find one. Here we will pass email. If it is exist, then we will return response one more time. Like if it existing user is there, then should return response dot status. We will make like which 400. Let's use 400. 400 means unauthorized access. I think 401 is an unauthorized action. So make it like JSON, and success will be false because the email ID is already registered. So you can make like user already exists. User is already exists. Okay. If it is not, then we should make one user here. User using the our model await dot. Should use the user model to make user, and we will pass email. First we need to pass name, whatever you want. Then we can pass email. Then password. Before passing the password directly in the MongoDB, we need to hash the password, so that password view and let me show you something. Let keep it as same. Why we need to hash the password before sending the password to the Mongo database. So what we will do now, I will return the response here. Return response dot status, and we will make 200 that user is created, registered successfully, and success will be true because user is successfully logged in, registered, and message will user created successfully. Okay, let's make you capital. User created successfully. Okay, now let's check that this router is working or not. In the postman, open up the which one, register. In the body, make sure you have raw data and JSON, and let's remove this one, and we will pass the first name as ranger, and email as ranger@gmail.com, and password 1234. Okay, what it will do if I send the request, true, user created successfully, but we did not seeing the what are the data is created. For that we can pass here uh, data, and we can pass user, and before sending the user, we make sure you have saved the user await dot user dot save, await dot user dot save. Okay, now user is saved, now user is referred. If you go here, then create once again, user created successfully, but why the response is not coming? It says user created successfully, data is user. Okay, we're passing the user here, but false, user is already exist. Let's open up the MongoDB, reconnect it, disconnect connection, reconnect, and you can see auth body in the user we have successfully logged in. Let's redirect once again, login it. Okay, it's not responding our data. Okay, we are passing the data in wrong block. As we know that we need to pass here data. Okay, let's data is equal to which one, user, then it should work now. Let's go here. Okay, user already exists. Let's delete this data from the MongoDB and try again. User created successfully, but still data is equal to true. Why? Return dot response. We go here. Oh, user false. User saved successfully, but why the return is not? Okay, we are passing the model here. It should be small user as the variable name. Let's check once again. User already exists. Let's delete once again. And we will pass. As you can see, in the password, we are directly adding the our password as plain text. We in the industry level, we need to make it hash. We should hash the password. For that, there is a one package called bcrypt. Let's install that. npm install bcrypt. We'll install the bcrypt. Clear and go here. Const need to require bcrypt. Bcrypt. Okay. Let's require it. Require, not request. Require bcrypt. Okay, we require bcrypt. Now we can uh, generate the salt here. Salt is equal to await dot bcrypt. We have bcrypt dot gensalt. Gensalt, and we need to pass the integer value. For we are passing 20, means it will generate the 20-bit 10-bit salt. That's the random string, and we will uh, that string combine with the password. Like we will store it in hash password, hash hashed password, await 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 bcrypt dot we will use this function. We will pass the password of the user and salt. Okay, now we can override the password here with the hashed password. hashed hashed password. If you send the response once again, if you want to try to sending response, okay, server is did not started, npm start it. Okay, now we can check. User is already exists. Let delete this user and do it once again. As you can see, the password is no more 1234 like integer. It is a random string generated by the bcrypt salt. So this cannot be accessible through the user or hackers. Okay, now we have created our register logic successfully. Now let's move into the login. In the login, we need to create a JWT token, and we need to set the cookies. Let's add the try catch here. In the error, we will pass the same thing like this. Control V, and in the try catch, we will require in the login. We should ask only email and password. Just copy this thing, pass it here. In the login, we don't asking the password there, and we will check name and password also here also. If it is email is not there or in password is not there, all fields are required. That's good. Then const existing user. We'll check existing user is there or not. Like we will make user is existing or not. If it is if not equal to user, then return the response dot status, and here will be a 409. This 409. This is unauthorized access JSON, and success is equal to, will make false, and message will be unauthorized access. Unauthor unauthorized access. Unauthorized access. Or we can say that user does not exist. Okay, let's make it like that only. User does not exist. User does not does not exist. If it is user does not exist, he can't log in. Okay. Next, we need to check the password also here. Like, is it his entered password is correct or not for this email? So we will check like is match password. Is match. So here we will use the user model here, await dot. To check the password, we will use bcrypt, and it will be await because it unsynchronizes. It gives the promises dot compare. In that we will pass the password and user dot password. Okay, the entered password and database password will compare by bcrypt. If it is, if not equal to is password match, is match, then we should return like this only. Control C, Control V. Unauthorized access here. Unauthorized access. Okay, unauthorized access. Okay, password. If it is this condition did not done, means the password and email is valid. We can now create a token for that, token for the user. Let's create a token, const token, or let me test token, const token, const token. We will use a JWT JSON Web Token for the creating token here. Let's download npm installed JSON Web Token, JSON Web Token. Make sure spelling is correct. JSON Web Token. Clear. Then we will require this JSON Web Token here. Const JWT require, okay, require uh, JSON Web Token. JSON Web Token. Okay. Now we can create JSON Web Token here. JWT dot sign. In that we need to pass 3 parameter. What are the things you need to store in the token, and secret key. We need to create one secret key here. First, what thing you need to store? Let's make it like this. We are trying to passing the user ID here. User ID is very important to pass the uh, ID and to store it in another collection so that we can make the relationship between the other models. So we will like user dot ID. Here underscore is means the database create automatically underscore in the MongoDB for the user ID, and we can pass email also if you want, email also, because it is a unique one. Try to pass unique things in the JWT while creating token. So you will pass user dot email. Passing email is optional. If it is required, you can pass. If it is not, then leave it. Then we need one secret key. Process.env dot. We need to make JWT to secret key. JWT to secret key. Secret key. We can name it anything. and then we need to pass expire in. This token will be expired in sometimes. Let's make it as 1 day. Okay, we need to create this one, or else it gives the error like undefined. So go to the env file here. Which one? We will use same variable name here also. You can pass anything here as you want, or you can pass anything like A, B, C, D, F, G, H, D, F, or you can pass organization name or anything. I'm passing my name like this, or we can now token is created successfully here. So here token is created successfully. Now we need to create a cookie while returning the response. Let's return the response. Return response dot. We need to create the cookie here. Cookie. In the cookie, we need to pass the token. For that, the coming the data from the uh, front end is valid or not, or he is authorized or not. We can't touch the front end directly, so we are creating backend token for that. He is user authorized or not. Let's make it as token. We'll pass the attribute name like token, and as like token, I think it should be object, not like this. Token. We'll pass token here, and next we need to pass some of the properties here, like HTTP only, means it is accessible for the uh, HTTP only true, and true, and secure is equal to true, and next we can make like uh, same site, same site is equal to lax, and we need to give the cookie timing. So make it max age like 1 day. For to 1 day, we need to make like 24 into 60 minute into 60 seconds into 1000 milliseconds for the 1 day. Secure, and one more property is there. I think one more property is let's return the response here with the status code. But actually, let's return the status here dot status, and make it status will be 200 because it's correct dot JSON, and we will pass the success is equal to true, and message 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 will be like uh, user logged in successfully, logged in successfully. Okay. Now we can return the data here. Data like mm, data like which one? We can return the user here. Before passing the user directly, we need to did not respond the password here, and token also, and we need to save the token somewhere else. Okay, here also need don't need to do not pass the password directly. Let's make it like password will be blank. It will store copy the things in safe data, safe user data in this. variable, and the user will be converted into object once again. User dot to object, user to object, like this only. Okay, now we can pass this safe user data here. Okay, the password will not be passed. Let's check it is working or not. It's okay. We need to start the server. Npm start. User is already exist. Let's delete this user. Add once again. Internal server error. Something is went wrong. User dot object. Okay. Here we making correct. But what happened here? Before sending the password, we need to save first, then pass the password. Okay. Then save password. Then we can make user dot to object. To object. Let's pass it now. User created successfully, and here password did not passed here. As you can see, name is there, email is there, ID is there, but password is now removed from the response. Like this, we need to remove like this. Okay. Next, let's check the response here. Here also, before sending the directly user, we need to remove the password. Let me check. Okay, we need to, I think this is the wrong way to pass the token here. I think this should be a token now, right? Not like this. Then make like token variable and comma, then we can pass the token. Not like this. I think this one is a token. It's a variable name, token, and we can pass the value here, token, and comma. And for the HTTP only secure, we can make it to true, and process.env dot node env is triple equal to for the production. If you trying to making production application, make it use like this. Then here also we are passing without removing password. So let's remove the password here, like const safe user data, safe user data here, make it safe user data, or destructure. We will pass here password will be blank, and password will be blank, and make it save all in the safe user data, safe user data, and make user to be dot to object, like this. Then you can actually pass the token here also if you want. Then no need to pass the token here. Let's make it like this. Message JSON secure is equal to HTTP only true, semi-sat is equal to lax. Now I think correct is cons email and password is there, and we will finding the email. If it is user not exist with that email, we are setting the response like user does not exist, and if we are checking the password also, if its password is not match unauthorized access, and removing the password before sending the response. We created tokens also, and now we are returning the with the cookie. This cookie will send through the header. Okay, then we are creating the cookie, then we are sending the status, and then JSON award. I think this is the correct way to do. Let me check it once again. 401 for the wrong password. If the user does not exist, 404. And here we can normalize before sending the password here to dot to lowercase to lowercase. Be here, no, we need to make files not like this. Okay, we can make here also email dot to lower case. Okay, and this will be correct. Then we are checking password, email, password. Be encrypted password, and we did not use this one. So pass this the response. Where is the response pro? Here it is. And sign in. I think the token variable name should be here. Then we are passing the token, our token, to store our. You can add comma here. Okay, now. Okay, this token is optional. If you want create, if you want pass, you can pass, or else it is not recommended to pass because security issues. And here also we are normalizing user dot like not user. We are passing the email, so email uh, to lowercase. Okay, this function, and we are lowercasing it. And is there any status code missing? 401. So bad request will 400. User does not exist. Another injections. Now everything is done correctly. Let's check it here. Go to the login. We need to pass here login here. Like name will be name ranger, and not name. We need to pass email. It's up the email, and password 1234. What if I make it wrong password? Unauthorized access. It's saying unauthorized access. And what if I make another email? User does not exist. If I enter the correct, and as you can see, token is created, name ID, and we did not pass email also. And make let's pass the timestamp also true. For that again we can see the when the user is logged in. The auth model here make timestamps is equal to true. Time stamps time I think timestamps time stamps is equal to true. What happened here? Timestamps is equal to true. Is it object? We need to pass an object or something else. I think it's need to be object, bro. Now we can make like stamps here. Timestamps time series, not time series. Timestamps is equal to true. Okay, We are passing timestamps also. Now don't need to pass the token here. We are setting the cookie. So we will remove this token here from the response. This one. Okay. Now delete the user from this, and first we need to log. If you want to register with the same email ID that does not exist in the MongoDB, it returns the user does not exist. Go to the register, then log in with this one. And in this time we getting the time also created at, updated at. Okay, this one. Now we can log in with the same email ID. As you can see, user logged in successfully, and we got the response. Okay, everything is working fine, and we can see the database connected with time also. Now before running into the another, we need to making the another router, we need to make one middleware to verify the token verification. Verification .js. Okay, let's make one async function. I think don't need a async function here. Const token verification function, token verification token verification, and we will make arrow function here. Arrow function, don't need a async here. So we did not dealing with the promises, any kind of promises. So request and response. Okay, first we need to check const token. We need to access the token from the user. It will become from the request dot cookies. It will become from the cookies dot token. Okay. Now we will check it is, if it is not token, then we will return the response. Yes, bro. Response dot status. Status will be which one? I think 409. That is unauthorized access denied. JSON, and we will make like success is equal to true, and message will be unauthorized access denied. Unauthorized access denied. If it is token not there, then access denied. Okay, next, if it is token is there, so we need to verify that const to verify the const token. First what we need to do, like const verified token, or else verified, or we can name it as decode, or we need to verify it using the JWT package only. For that we need to require that const JWT is equal to require JSON web token, next JWT dot verify. We need to pass the token first, then a secret key. Process dot env dot this secret key comes from the .env file. Control C. Okay, yes, one. Okay, we will create it like that, unauthorized access, and we will pass the this token with the user request. Okay, let's make it as request dot user ID. Request dot user is equal to decode decode. Okay, we pass decode. In that we have uh, user ID and email. Okay, email. We have verified and token also made. Next, we can call the next. It is a middleware, so we need another parameter like next, and then we can make it next. Call the next, and also handle the exceptions also. Control C. Right catch, and the error is there. That return console dot error is equal to error, and or we can return the response here. Return response dot status. This will be a 500 dot JSON. We can make success is equal to false and message with something went wrong. Something went wrong. So by this we can make the secure routers const. Let's export it. Model dot token verification. Model dot export. I think. Model dot export token verification. Verification. Okay. So if it is user is requesting something like editing or fetching the data, his data, then we need to uh, pass this verification as a middleware for the router. Let me check once again. Okay, here we getting the token. If it is not, we are sending success here false. It will be a false, and unauthorized access 101 and const decode JWT verify token, and we are verifying the token. And next we are decoding that request.user, and here okay, we can make it like the token is very we can return here for not one like token is expire, token expire or invalid, expire or invalid. Okay, next after that we can call here next function. Next, go to the next. Okay, now it is correct. What we will do here now, we need to install one package for this to handle to accept the headers also. There is a one package called npm install cookie parser. I think cookie parser. Cookie parser. Okay, installed. Then in the server.json, make sure add the middle as a middleware here. Const cookie parser. Let's require it from cookie parser. Okay, and use dot app dot use cookie parser here. Now headers will be accepted in the server. Let's start the npm start. Okay, now let's check once again the database is working correct or not. Let's delete the thing and register. Okay, if we try to register login with the same, then it says user does not exist. Then login with this one, user created successfully. Now we can refresh it, user stored in the database. Then go to the API login. Now user logged in successfully. And now this verification token will be used to make another request. It's like